Hey everyone, it's Rajiv and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving my book review of Gently Falls the Bakula by Sudha Murty. Before I start talking about this book, I would like to say that I post book-related videos and reviews regularly in my channel. So if you enjoy watching this video, then please do like and subscribe. As you can see, the setting is different from the usual videos that I post, and that is because I'm currently on vacation at my parents' house. And these are some of my books and these are some of their books, and this is how my videos are going to be for the next few days. So Gently Falls the Bakula revolves mainly around two characters who are Shrikant and Shrimati. Shrikant and Shrimati live in Karnataka and they both go to school together and they are also neighbours. They are both equally smart and cordial and compete with one another in school. So life goes on and the two soon realize that they are also in love with each other and they decide to get married. Shrikant joins an IT company and he starts working really hard so that he can climb up the corporate ladder, and Shrimati, who is also very much in love with him, wants to support him in every way, so she puts aside her own aspirations and dreams so that she can help out with his. But after a few years, Shrimati starts to realize that Shrikant is not giving her the appreciation that she deserves for having supporting him for so long. And looking back on her life, she starts to realize how unfulfilling and empty her life has become. Srimati starts to realize that she does not appreciate anything in Shrikant's corporate and career life. And the story mainly progresses as to whether these two can work things out and continue their relationship, or is it meant to be doomed. This is the second book that I'm reading of Sudha Murty. The first one being Dollar Bahu, which I particularly did not like because I thought it was all over the place and it lacked focus. And if you want to watch my review of Dollar Bahu separately, I have posted the link to the video. Having said that, I really did enjoy reading Gently Falls the Bakula a lot because it mainly focused on two characters and the plot is consistent and the pacing is very smooth and dynamic. The story starts off in a very sweet and interesting manner where you see these two characters, Shrikant and Shrimati, who are just friends and they're just going through school, and you gradually see how their friendship turns into a relationship in a very gradual and sweet manner. Again, the pacing is still very consistent where you slowly start to see the problems that the couple is having after their marriage. And even though it does not come out to the reader with a bang, you slowly start to see these minor and very small problems which keep accumulating and accumulating over time, whereby it keeps building up over time to such an extent that the characters must then decide if they can bear the weight of the problems for their relationship to survive or not. So I love the pacing of the book and I thought it was very smooth and consistent. What I also liked about the book is that it steps away from the normal cliched reasons as to why the couple would be facing problems. Like for example, if they are cheating on each other with a third person, or it's because they have a terminal illness or they're going to die, or it's because of financial problems and so on. In fact, it is just a very simple story which just shows two characters who have genuine love and affection for each other, but the only problem is that the communication and the listening is just not there, and where their careers and their dreams ultimately take a toll on their relationship. Another thing which I really liked about the story is that after finishing it, I really could not tell who was actually right and who was actually wrong. Yes, the book does tend to focus Shrikant in a very negative manner because he tends to avoid his wife's needs. But at the same time, I could relate to Shrikant's character because he is very ambitious and he is just following his dreams. And aren't we all the same way where we just want to fulfill whatever we achieve to do? On the other hand, the book does tend to focus Srimati as the victim because her husband does not listen to her and she has to take the verbal abuse from her in-laws. But at the same time, I also felt like Srimati was at fault and she brought this on herself because she was very submissive to her husband's need and she never talked back to him. I mean, she could have easily communicated her feelings in a more strong manner for her husband to take her seriously and listen to her, rather than building it all up over the years and just having it explode in the end. In fact, there were a lot of times in the book where Shrikant actually told her after marriage to continue doing her PhD and pursue her dreams and do what she liked, where she could have easily continued all of that to pursue her goals and still be happily married to Shrikant. In fact, that's another thing which I liked about the story is that it steps away from the normal formula, because you read a lot of these other stories where the girl, once she gets arranged marriage, she has to let go of all her dreams and ambitions because she has to take on the new responsibility of her new life with her new family. But here, none of that actually happens, and Shrimati has the full freedom to do whatever she wants to, and she had ample opportunities to pursue it. So, in a way, she also has to be blamed because she voluntarily pushed all of that stuff aside because of her love for Shrikant. So in a way, she is also a catalyst for his rise to fame. I also love the historical references that Shrimati gives when she is giving Professor Collins a tour of the city. Sudha Murty really knows how to visualize the beauty of a city, and I feel like at a certain point she should also need to write these tour books for tourists because she has such a beautiful way of describing places. I felt like I was on a tour with the characters when they were sightseeing. I also love the debate that Shrimati has with the other characters on the importance on knowing about history and reading about historical events, because just because it's in the past does not mean it's irrelevant and it does not have an importance on the future. I feel like the author also is a avid historical reader because she makes Shrimati sound so passionate about the subject, and you can clearly see that even the author has an admiration for it. In fact, after reading this book, it made me want to pick out more books about Indian civilization and read through that. But yeah, overall, I really liked reading this book a lot, and I would definitely give it a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. Again, the only reason why I did not give this book a full 5 out of 5 stars was because the story is written in such a way that it completely places the blame on Shrikant and puts Shrimati as the victim. I would have definitely given this book 5 out of 5 stars if the author had placed a little blame on Shrimati as well for not having spoken her mind so strongly and having communicated her feelings better and having a little regret in the end for not doing so. Anyway, have you read this book and did you like it? And if you have read any of Sudha Murty's other books, which one is your favorite? Please do share your thoughts and comments on the section below, as I would love to hear from you. And again, if you enjoyed watching this video, then please do like and subscribe to show your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!